back with another episode of ZoidRush. And Riot, me and you need to talk. Yes, we've had many conversations in the past, and most of my videos are related to you one way or another. But me and you need to talk, buddy. And we've talked before. We've had conversations. Well, no, not really. I'm here sitting talking in the camera. But we have to have another discussion. And a discussion I hope you see eventually. But I've talked about you with being a reactive company, and ironically, that will probably be up in the top that you guys should check out if you're watching this video. And I've talked about the community and the relationship you have, and this is great. There's nothing wrong with that, being the company you are and the relationship you have with this community. It's awesome. It's awesome. And, I've complained about you one way or another, and I've been frustrated with you, but I always keep coming back because you got something special. But I have a bone to pick with you now, Riot, and it seems to be a constant thing. And before I get into this, Riot, I just want to say I know your client's not going to be bug-free 100%. It's not going to be in this perfect world, ever. It's just not going to happen. There's going to be client problems. There's going to be champion problems. There's going to be problems with the connection, ping problems, this problem, that problem, whatever the problem may be. I understand. I understand it's a live patch. Everything might run smoothly in the PBE. It might run smoothly in your testing center, and then all of a sudden you put it in the live patch and things don't go as way they go. I understand that. I get that. But what we need to talk about here are some of the bugs. Because let me tell you, it's getting frustrating. And it seems that these bugs stay for a long time. And that's the big thing here, is that these bugs in your game stay for such a long time. And it really makes me sad, because you're a company that I kind of look up to. A company that I would use you as an example for one of those companies who's like, oh, they released a game, it's finished, it's good, it's always changing, but it's always good, it's always not really buggy. But now I look at it and I'm saying, hey, this game's good, and I love this game, but some of my champions have been bugged for a long time. And we can go right into it. I'm going to give you examples right off the bat. This is not going to be a long video this week, but first things off the bat is the Caitlyn bug. I'm an ADC main, and this Caitlyn bug was so noticeable all the time. It just seemed everywhere. In tournaments you could see it, in regular games you could see it, and it's been on the front page of Reddit. I thought that was enough. You put it on the front page of Reddit, it was fixed. That is the long-running joke with you, Riot, but it seems like it takes longer for some things to be fixed. And I know you can't always get something fixed, and especially some people are always going to have that little 1 or 2 seconds and a ping delay and this and that, and you have to calculate that all in. But this Caitlyn bug was massive. I mean, your auto attacks are completely off from when it was doing the damage. It was like, I'm flying, damage, I'm flying, oh, I hit him. Oh, I'm flying, I'm flying, I hit him, where's the oh, there's the damage. One way or another. It was really inconsistent, it was bad, you couldn't, and it affects just the game in itself, and it really frustrates me because these were things that would stop a game, something that a pro player would ultimately do and ultimately change one way or another. Because they would raise up their hand and be like, look, this is a bug, we need a restart. And a perfect example would be the Gambit game. Gambit, Darien picks the Aatrox, and this Aatrox bug has been going on for a long time. It was the 2 auto attacks and it would heal. That was the bug. And Darien picked Aatrox, and all of a sudden the other team was like, hey, we need a rematch, this is a bug. And this was all of a sudden a game-breaking bug. This bug that was noticed way beforehand and been going on for a long time. And all of a sudden it was noticed, and Riot was like, this needs to be fixed, which it eventually did get fixed, don't get me wrong. And it restarted a match and completely changed the outcome of the match. You restarted a whole match for this bug. And these are bugs that are game-breaking, which I'll get into a little bit. So, one of the game-breaking bugs, and recently seen on the front page of Reddit, would be the Zac thing. This Zac bug has been going on for months. I could almost say maybe a year now. As long as Zac has been out, and a few updates that have come to Zac, this bug has been, he would go in his slingshot, he'd go all the way back, and he'd slingshot backwards. What the heck is going on? That is game breaking. That is a game changer right there. Because that could have cost you a gank. That could have cost you a flank. That could have cost you anything in the game. That right there should be low enough that you should disable it and call it a day. But why is this still a bug? And this seems to be a constant bug. Because sometimes you fix it. It's one patch is really good, and then the next patch somehow it's broken again. And then, like I said, you can't get everything right. And that's fine. But there's a lot of bugs. A lot of bugs. So many bugs that there's a mega thread on Reddit. And it makes me sad because there's bugs that are just been broken for a long time that just haven't been fixed after so many years. I don't know why. Don't know why. Not years, months. But, so let's go back. We got the Zac bug. Like I said, he's slingshotting backwards. That needs to be fixed. And it's been going on for so long. I just can't wait till somebody in a professional play picks it. He goes, he slingshots, and all of a sudden he ends up in blue buff because he was going to gank from, the side, and all of a sudden he misses and goes into blue buff. That would make my day, and that would ultimately get the rematch, and it would also get Zac fixed right away. And don't get me wrong, I'm not, like I said, I'm an ADC main, but this is game-breaking bug because he could be on my team, or he could be on the enemy team. I want a fair and even match. But wait, there's more. Yes, there's more. Of course. So yeah, as of right now, Rumble and Victor are both disabled on the server, which is because they both have game-breaking bugs in one way or another. And it seemed like Victor's E was messed up, and that was pretty much taken. But another bug that seems to be not getting corrected or fixed in a long time is the severe spell shield. Yes, what is going on with this? First, it's blocking all the damage, it's absorbing all the damage, and who knows how long this was going on for. You had pro players picking severe in these patches that would block all this damage, and probably knew about this a lot longer than we did. Eventually somebody made a video and was like, hey, this is a problem. So now you fix it, and then all of a sudden severe spell damage, or the spell gets blocked now, but she still gets damaged by the blocked spell. It's somehow mind-blowing how this is happening. And this is a huge thing. Reproduction rate is a 7 out of 10. That's bad. 7 out of 10 times this happens. And you're just like, man, that's game-breaking bug right there. Because what happens if that severe was getting away? One shot away, she pops that spell shield, and all of a sudden she dies. Because of an arrow. Say if Varus was loading up his arrow, he shoots it, and she spell shields it, but still gets damage. That's game-breaking. Game-breaking. All these bugs, champion bugs, fire enough. Let's talk about the client a little bit. Now, the client is a little bit different. You're not really in game. It depends how you're connected, blah, 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 blah. And we revamped the client. Everybody's like, the new client looks nice, it looks great, and nothing really changed in the client ultimately. I mean, it just looked visually nice, and the client is the same client in retrospect. I mean, the buttons kind of changed a little bit, and you have a little bit new things. And everybody's like, wow, this is great, this is amazing. But there's some problems that I have with the client. One, I'll go with the smaller one. It's the shop. The shop has the same problem that it's had for a long time, and I'm not too sure. I've done all the troubleshooting things, and I'm tired of clicking that dang league. Oh, try restarting your client. Try doing this. Try deleting that. Try going here, doing this, doing that. Reset it, repair your client, and all of a sudden it's all good and dandy. I'm tired of this. Why is the shop not loading? And it's not even like on busy days. I can understand a shop being really slow on like a busy day. Pulsefire Ezreal comes out, boom, a big busy day. Everybody wants that skin. Everybody's trying to get the shop. So many requests for it, and it's just DDoSing itself because there's so many people requesting for it. Got it. I understand that. But when it's just you're trying to buy runes and it's just random day on Wednesday, you're sitting here and you're like, oh, I'm just gonna go buy some runes that I need to buy, and you fucking click the shop 3 times and you're just like, hello shop, and it's like session is not found. To fix this bug, click here, and I'm just like, no. This has been going on forever, and it doesn't matter what patch we go through and how many times I do it. I'm just like, this is dumb. This is dumb. But let's go to the bigger one now. This one pisses me off because I play with friends. We all play with friends. Don't you? I do. I know I have at least one friend on League. Maybe no friends outside of League, but I at least have one friend to play with. And I want to play a few games. What the heck? We got some days to waste, some brewskis to drink, and here we are. We're playing a game, and everything's going good, win or lose, whatever the case may be. We're having fun. We're having a great time. I'm the leader. We had to get out of the game, win or lose, like I said. Click that play again button, and it sends me to the fucking custom games. What is going on here? Why? Why is this a bug? And this is just not just with one patch. This is 2 patches now that I can talk about this. And I don't understand. This was on the top front page of Reddit, and you're like, oh, well, that's not really game-breaking. It happens, But why? What is the coding that goes from play again to custom games? And maybe there's some problems in the code there. Maybe there's something there, and it frustrates me. It frustrates me that I'm playing, and it's not a big deal. It takes a couple seconds out of my way because I have to go and make the lobby and then invite people. But it's a convenience thing, you know? Everybody wants it right now, right there, quick, fast. And you're sending me into the... I just don't understand how it goes into the customs. It just... It blows my mind. Blows my mind. Now you're probably like, why are you complaining? You're all you're doing is complaining and bitching. Why do you play Riot games then? League of Legends. And I'm just sitting here going, because I love League. And I said this at the beginning. I love League, and League is the game that I play and I know most about, and I watch the championships, I watch LCS, I do this, do that. I play to get better, and that's what it is. It's addicting in itself, and I love playing, and I stream it, and this, that, and the other. Don't get me wrong. I'm not going to stop playing because of these bugs. But Riot, hear me out. What the heck's going on? I mean, it just frustrates me when you see these pages. Another one that comes to my mind is Fizz. I made a post a long time ago. Fizz, it goes up on his pole, and this is before the reworks, keep in mind. He would go up on his pole, and he was dancing around, shaking his ass, going, hey, you can't kill me, and I'm about to kill you when I slam down, and when I slam down, I'm doing no splash damage all of a sudden. And it was very inconsistent. I couldn't tell you how much I could reproduce that. Probably a 2 out of 10, if I had to guess. But it was ridiculous. It really, really ridiculous that these bugs happen. And like I said, you have these mega threads all the time that, the new patch comes out and people will make these posts, and I'm just like, alright, this is pretty bad. This has been going on for a long while, this, that, and the other. It seems like, other than that though, what are some solutions that Riot can do? Well, one, I think Riot needs to be more open about what they fix, even if it's a small fix. I think you should still mention in the patch notes. I know times if Riot's was like, whoa, 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 we fixed that already. It's just not on the patch notes. We didn't think it was a big deal, but we did fix that. And I think even quick hot fixes, stuff that you don't think that's really important, just throw in a little blurb. It doesn't even have to be a full patch notes. Like, just throw in a little post, a red post, or you could throw out a post on your league that opens up and just, hey, this is what we fixed really quickly, these are hot fixes. Because it's little things like that, even though you think it's like, oh, it's not a big deal, we're just going to throw a few hot fixes, bada bing, bada boom, right? Well, we want to know, well, what the heck's going on? Because we want to know, hey, did you fix what was broken? Because we're probably not going to go back and check it, because if it's broken, we don't want to play it in a real game. And some people will. Some people will go back and say, hey, this is fixed now, and I can go back to playing it. Some people will be like, I don't care if it's broken or not, this is my favorite champion, I'm going to play it one way or another. But that would also help. Also, another thing is when the patches do release, or mention your own post and get a post collected that says, hey, we noticed these hot fixes, or these problems, these bugs. Please let us know if we missed any. This would be a great way to help and a great way to inform the community that, hey, we see all these posts and we went through all these posts and these are the big bugs and big problems that we see right now. Is there anything really significant that we don't see? And update that post. Don't just say, hey, tell us about it. Please update it. Because a lot of times, and I think we all do this, is hey, we say, hey, we're going to update this, no problem, just let us know, blah, 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 blah. And a lot of communities don't, or a lot of companies don't. They say they do, and you're sitting there and you're like, alright, this has been open for, I don't know, 3 days now, and the same thing's been posted there. Do they not feel like any of this is important? Or even a few responses back, be like, hey, we fixed this one way or another. And I do, and to give Reddit credit one way or another, they do comment on a few things, and they do comment on the Reddit post once in a while. But it just seems like, it just seems like they kind of fall short. It falls short, and like I said, I've talked about this before. Riot's a reactive company. They really react to what the community says. So if the community says it's a big deal, when it's way up here in the point, they will react to it and they'll mention it a lot, and then once it goes back down, they're kind of like, alright, it's not a big deal anymore. It's kind of like the East Coast servers. It's like, hey, I have 200,000 ping, but that's okay because we're not talking about it anymore. It's not a big deal. We addressed that weeks ago. No problem. No problem. But seriously, Riot, if there's anything that you can do, fix the play again button. Holy cow, that is the most annoying glitch. But that is it. That I know it's a very short video. I'm not gonna make a 30 or 40-minute rant about League of Legends and Riot and itself and every little bug and every little detail. But those are some of the bugs that I just like constant, and it just seems like they seem to take a long time to fix. And I don't know if it's just the popularity of these champions. I don't know if it's the win rate or whatever that goes into of what the priority is to fix those champions. I'm sure they were noticed one way or another. Maybe they were just not, top priority. But it seems like they stick around and then all of a sudden it ends up in competitive play or in one way or another, and it seems like it really screws up a match, especially if you're in solo queue and you're like, oh, there goes Zach. And you're just like, why is this bug still happening? This has been going on for how many patches? But other than that, there are some solutions. Hopefully Riot does see this. That would be amazing. I doubt it, but some solutions of your own. I mean, just like I said, the quick hot fixes, if you do it, even if it is in the big major patch or if it's a hot fix in between patches, do that really quickly, because it really does help out, because it really just informs the community a little bit more, and you're just more invested with the community, and ultimately you have a stronger bond with your community. And also, post your own list, and post your own updates that you're doing. That can eliminate a lot of your outside websites if you really are big about eliminating the outside websites and getting everybody funded into, like, funneled into your own website and your own knowledge. If that's one of your big goals, if you want to eliminate those outside ordeals, this would be a great way, post, hey, we know these hot fixes, we're going to fix these bugs, we're going to fix these bugs in the next patch or in this hot fix, this is going to happen. Or even, do what the websites do and post what's coming up, the updates. I know it's supposed to be kind of surprise and, a reveal, but most of it's on the PBE and a lot of the information we get from the PBE, but always keep us in the loop. But I'm excited for the new Champion Echo, and I can't wait till next time, right? When we have another great conversation. Hopefully it's a more positive one, loving how League of Legends transformed my life into this great thing, and I'm a billionaire now because of League of Legends, and they sponsored me because Riot's awesome like that. And hey, Riot got me a Teemo hat and a Poro. That'd be awesome. Wait, I just have those. I have those already, so please don't, Riot. But thank you all. Thank you all for watching. Make sure you subscribe, like, and share if you think this is true or not. And leave your comments down below, and I will respond to everyone I can. Thank you all, and I will see you next week. Bye, guys.